My name is Jennifer Lakin. I live in Ellicott City, Maryland, originally from Connecticut. I live with my husband, Owen, and my two kids, Ella, who is 7, and Ethan, who is 5. I work full time in finance. Yeah, and I joined Fit with Norette 12 weeks ago. I didn't have any major health problems in terms of like my blood work and my vitals and all that stuff was, luckily great. But in the past 7 years, I had the two babies, and then I also had 3 major surgeries, 3 prophylactic surgeries related to a BRCA gene mutation that I carry. So, really, in the last 7 years, there's just a lot going on with my body. And kind of I got to a place where, I wasn't super happy with my weight, with my energy levels, kind of with my endurance for doing things. And now that kind of all of those big things were behind me, I really kind of wanted to take a step back and kind of make some changes that could be kind of long term, kind of, find those solutions for going forward. And, life will happen. I'm sure something else will come up, but for now, I don't have any big thing like that planned in my life. So it was really, really the right time to think about change. And this lovely woman, Heather, that I know from when our kids were in preschool together, kind of had posted about her success with the program, and she looks great. And, she's just as busy as I am. So I was like, if Heather can do this, like, this is awesome. It's something I need to try. So yeah, those are kind of all the things that led me here. Like I'm, really busy. So like, how am I going to fit this in? How am I going to make, all these workouts stick? How am I not going to burn out from it? How am I going to have time to food prep? Just really the time, and like, how was I going to make this something that was going to be sustainable? And it's really manageable, right? Like I have the 3 strength workouts a week. They're like half an hour. Like we can make that time, right? I wasn't in the past prioritizing that, but now that my mindset has changed, it's manageable, right? But I was just worried about like the commitment and the time that it would take. Other concern as well was like I didn't want to. I have a very social life. I do a lot of things with colleagues. I do a lot of things with friends. My husband and I go on lots of date nights. Like I also didn't want to feel like I couldn't do any of that stuff and like miss out on things I love in life. So it was like the time and really like how to navigate all of that. And I guess how I overcame it was, basically I really find kind of you and Sarah to be really helpful, to be really motivating, to make things realistic. Like the app is fantastic. It works really well with my type A personality. I love planning the days I'm going to do the workouts. I love planning my meals ahead of time. And then I just go in and it tells me like what to do for the day, for the week. So I just found that it was really sustainable and realistic. And, you guys have a couple taglines that just really stick with me, right? Like you can have anything, just not everything, right? Like in fact, I think on our first call, I was like, I could still have my wine, right? Like I can still have all of that stuff. And I just plan accordingly. And I feel like I haven't missed out on anything. And I know it sounds like cliche, but I actually find sometimes that like, if I do want a sweet, like just a little bit satisfies me. Like I don't need a whole piece of cake. Like a few bites is actually all I want, and not because I can't have it, but because that's all I need now. So I just like the approach that you guys have and the plan, and you say trust it, it works. Like it really does. So it's just, every week I get even more confident with how it's working. I had my 40th birthday was on February 6th. I joined the program at the beginning of December. I knew it wasn't about just looking good for my birthday, right? This is a long-term thing. But I was like, hey, I would love to look better by my birthday and then keep
Mhm.
going. Some wins so far. So I'm down 11 pounds, which I'm really happy about. I know maybe some people that won't sound like a huge amount, but like I'm super proud of the fact that that was during, again, I joined, I think December 4th-ish, 5th, something like that. That was through Christmas and New Year's and my big 40th birthday party and a lot of celebrations for that. So I'm actually really, really proud of the 11 pounds. I like how I look in the mirror more. Like you're saying, I see it in my face. I
Yep.
see it like on my belly. My pictures for my birthday I was happy with. Clothes sizes are starting to go down. The compliments from other people, right? Everybody loves the compliments. And it's just, people I haven't seen in a little bit, or people like even I do see regularly. Like the compliments have been really really encouraging, really supportive. I definitely have more energy. I was just telling my husband about that the other day. Like I just wake up more energized and get out of bed more easily, and that's great. And Another win, I've found new foods that I really enjoy that I didn't think I would, and I cook so much more at home. Like I cook like shrimp all the time, which like I'm not a big cook, and think like seafood made me nervous about like cooking at home and making sure I was cooking enough and not, making myself sick. But like I love cooking shrimp now. I know I posted on our Facebook group. I discovered I love roasted carrots. I thought I hated carrots, right? So many wins in this, community of women. Like that's such a win as well, right? Everybody is so supportive. I haven't actually met anybody in person yet. Other than Heather, who I knew and how I kind of got into this group, but like I feel like I know everybody super well, right? Like the comments and the support and everybody is just so fantastic and motivating. There's a lot of wins. Thinking more long term and thinking that like this is going to be like a sustainable lifestyle as opposed to like I'm just trying to hit a goal for a certain thing and then after that like it doesn't matter. Like I think really what feels different this time is like making it sustainable, making it long term. Um, and then also just thinking about it from a different angle, right? Like in the past, I thought it was all about just like cardio all the time and like, super minimal calories. And like this is all about like strength and protein, right? Like I was not getting enough protein, like not even close, right? And I didn't realize, like, yes, I'd heard people talk about protein, right? And I kind of wish after my surgeries I had realized how important protein was because I think my recoveries would have been even quicker. But yeah, like protein's like a game changer, right? And that is a new mindset to me. Strength training, right? Like the fact that these strength workouts, coupled with movement like walking, right, is what's really going to get results. It's not about just crazy cardio all the time. So I think those were two kind of mindset shifts. And then also you guys always talk about like the progress is like a mountain, right? It's not just a slope. It's not a straight line. There's going to be ups and downs and like learning to accept that. And, even the weeks where, I'm only down half a pound, I tell at first it's like frustrating. And then it's like, well, if I was down half a pound, like every week for the next like few months, like that would be amazing. Like, why am I not happy about half a pound? Kind of went about it all the wrong way, right? I think a lot of us in the past have done kind of crash diets, right? But I'm coming up on my 10-year wedding anniversary this November, like before my wedding, right? Like I got probably the tiniest I ever was, but totally not sustainable, right? I think I gained like 10 pounds back on the honeymoon just when I started eating normal, right? So um things like that, like just crazy amounts of cardio and minimal calories and things that you just obviously are not healthy for you and also you just burn out from. And just like trying to do it on my own, right? Like I think having you and Sarah are, complete game changer, right? Like having those customized solutions, customized workouts, the accountability is huge for me, right? Like that's a big part, right? Like I'm very honest in my app and my tracking, and the days where I do go over and splurge, I don't hide. I put that in the app, but I'm also like, okay, whatever I'm eating, I have to put in the app and everyone's going to see it and I need to be accountable. And that actually really motivates me too. So like that accountability, the check-ins from you guys, the accountability forms, that was just something I didn't have before. And it's been really, really helpful. And then also, I think another thing is there was kind of no game plan for after you hit like the target weight, right? Like I never, talking about sustainable again, like there was never a plan for what like the future was going to look like and how that was going to be sustained. Like there's just so many different channels, right? I talk with you guys on the Trainerize app daily. There's the bi-monthly calls with the group. There's the Tuesday talk on the Facebook page. There's constant posts. Like I just love like the information and communication. I think is one of my favorite parts of the program. It just there's so many resources out there. You guys are super responsive, even more responsive than I thought you were. Not that I didn't think you're going to be responsive, but you guys are like super responsive. And just having that support is something I didn't have before and something that I really really love about the program. Yeah, I would say honestly, just go for it, right? It's an investment in your health. We only have one life. Life is too short as it is. We all have something health related. Like for me, it's the BRCA gene stuff and all the surgeries that I've had to have with that. So it's kind of like you want to put yourself in the best position you can and be as healthy as you can so that when all these other things that do come up, like we are our healthiest selves to battle whatever that is. So it's, your health is, you have nothing without your health, right? So I think that's super important. And then the other thing, if you could do it on your own, you would have by now, right? Like if I could have done it, I'd be where I wanted to be already, right? And clearly, I needed that support. I needed that coaching. I needed that information to be able to do it the right way. So I needed coaches like you. So I think it's absolutely worth it, as the investment. Like, yes, I'm sure we all like had sticker shock initially, but like I can say after 12 weeks, like absolutely 100% worth it. You and Sarah put so much time and energy into this, and it's completely worth it. I know I kind of watched on the sidelines for a little bit as well with Heather, um and then kind of finally had the calls and started looking into a bit more, and it was kind of a no-brainer for me. So it's truly worth it. Again, you have nothing without your health.